Hey guys, welcome back. You're still tuned into Power Breakfast here on CNBC-TV18, and we were just taking through the global setup where we have seen a relief rally in the US, which is also playing out in the Asian markets in early trade. So we have Vivek and Surbhi joining, and now to really take you through what the trade setup looks like for us and all of the individual names that you should track ahead of the market open. So guys, a very good morning to both of you. Vivek, like I was pointing out, quite a relief rally coming through in the US after the CPI data. We're going to take this with both hands.
Well, you're absolutely right, and good morning to you too. Now, yesterday, while what you're actually seeing at the end of the session is a bit of gains as far as US markets are concerned. What it actually masks is the fact that there was severe volatility, very sharp gap up open, led by intense selling pressure, and then once again towards the end of the trading session, you did see a bit of a bounce back, and that's why most of the US markets ended in the green. Dow Jones snapping a 5-day losing streak. Similarly, along European markets as well, you did see a bit of a relief rally, like you mentioned. So most of the European markets too, have given a strong handover. Now, what is surprising is the fact that crude oil prices yesterday slipped quite significantly. Brent futures down over 3% in the session. WTI futures down over 3%. The demand outlook as far as OPEC is concerned continues to remain quite subdued for the coming year. Now, Indian markets, yesterday's trading session extremely volatile, as has been the trend in the last few trading sessions. And also, for a brief period of time, the Nifty actually slipped below the very crucial 17,000 level, however, managed to close above that particular level. Today's gap up opening, might ensure that 17,000 now remains the thick line in the sand, and that'll be the most crucial level to watch out for. Asian markets too, on the back of the strong handover, giving an uptick. LGX Nifty 2 is indicating a gap up start.
All right, a gap up start, almost 100 points higher, and let's see how we move from there. Vivek, thanks a lot for that. Surbhi is also here to take us through the individual stocks that we should watch. Surbhi, telecom really likely to be in focus after what we've seen with Jio.
Right, Pavitra. So Reliance will be in focus as Jio has announced their new postpaid plans. Now, the postpaid family plans for Jio Plus will be for 399 rupees. Additional 3 add-on customers will be available at 99 rupees per SIM, and total monthly charge for 4 postpaid connections would be at 696 rupees. Now, some other companies that will be in focus today will be PNC Infra, as the company emerges as the lowest bidder for an NHAI project worth 1260 crores. NBCC, they also bag an order from the government of Puducherry worth 500 crores. GMR Airports, they will have a board meeting on 17th of March to consider fundraise via QIP. Capri Global, where their gold loan assets under management crosses the 1,000 crore mark and has now over 500 exclusive gold loan branches as opposed to 108 when it first started in August 2022. And lastly, PVR Inox will also be in focus as they held their first con call as the merged entity yesterday. So takeaways from that will be important.
All right, Surbhi, thanks a lot for bringing us all of the details as far as individual stocks go. But another update is that Adani Group stocks were under pressure yesterday after recovering for 9 straight sessions. Investor wealth to the tune of 42,000 crore rupees got wiped out yesterday after all 10 of the stocks ended in the red. Remember, our morning context report published on Monday, the 13th of March, reported that Ambuja Cements and ACC are owned by not by the Adani Group, but by Vinod Adani-controlled entities. CNBC-TV18 has also gone over the disclosure made in the open offer document for Ambuja Cements and verified the same. The disclosure reads, and I quote, "The ultimate beneficial ownership of the acquirer is held by Mr. Vinod Shantilal Adani and Mrs. Rajanben Vinod Adani," end of quote. Now, the point of concern on this is that the Adani Group had indicated in its response to Hindenburg's allegations that Vinod Adani is not a related party. So we now await response from the Adani Group for some greater clarity on this subject. But with that update, it is time for another short break on the show. You don't go anywhere, because on the other side, we're going to shift from equities to the world of commodities and tell you what's going on, especially with respect to crude. Hey guys, welcome back to Power Breakfast. Now, I was telling you there's lots going on in the world of commodities as well. So let's bring you an update on that. Manisha joins us for exactly that. Manisha, crude at 78 is pretty much the lowest we've seen all through this year.
Oh, well, absolutely. And the high that we've seen is at $86 a barrel. So from that, 78 is nearly $8 of a decline, and that too coming in less than a fortnight. So we've seen 5% of decline in the overnight market, and with this, we are down now by 8% on a month as well. Well, the U.S. bank crisis, contagion fears, global recession concerns, all of that seems to be weighing onto the crude oil prices. While, of course, what is putting floor under prices is the expectation of strong Chinese demand recovery and the weakness in U.S. dollar. There is somewhat of a buying, as you can see on the screen, on the crude oil prices right now, and that is because the bank shares have staged a recovery in the global market. So some support and opportunity buying coming in for many of these commodities as well. But the street clearly will watch out for the U.S. oil inventory data today and the IEA report as well. Apart from that, it is the U.S. producer price inflation and retail sales data also coming in the evening. So it continues to be a dynamic and a data event week as we go ahead.
Oh, absolutely, Manisha. Thanks a lot for bringing us that quick update. That is crude at 78. But with that, we do have to wind down on this edition of Power Breakfast with the news that all Asian markets are in the green. The SGX Nifty is up almost 100 points. Thanks for tuning in. Bazaar Morning Call comes up in 2.